Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Platinum Achievements. As always, I'm Ray. Next to me is Foxy. Sammy is upstairs trying to go to sleep, and I'm very late on posting this episode. Consistency has flown out the window. It's it's hard to be consistent with a 2-year-old. Let me tell you what. Excuse me, that was a little burp. Unless I edited it out, then you didn't hear that. At the top of the show, let me start by asking everyone to subscribe. Give the video a like, share it with a game-loving friend. Please, and ring that bell if you're feeling saucy. How's everyone been this past week and half? I've been good. Sammy didn't sleep. Well, he did sleep. He woke up at like 4 o'clock this morning. I'll mention I'm recording on 4/17. I'm hoping to have this up on 4/18. But yeah, Sammy, this morning, he was like, yo, I'm going to get up at 4. And I'm not going back down till 6. But I put that little boy down. I grabbed him, and I put him in his crib on his tummy after a while. And I just rubbed that back, and he passed out almost immediately. It was magical. He loves back rubbins. Know what I'm saying? Now, before we get into all the stories, and I know that I mentioned a while ago that I wanted to not repeat videos. Like, not repeat games for gameplay. So, but this is Gears of War 3, and I've done Gears of War 3 already. The issue I ran into is I found myself just starting games to get the like hour or so of gameplay, and that kind of really forced me to like deviate from games that I was working on in order to just get the footage. So there will be repeat gameplay, not like the actual video itself, but like repeat games. Gears of War, I believe we're watching the end of my casual playthrough because I had to do casual to get to insane to work on the Onyx medals. I don't think I will show you guys as much the grind per se that I'm going to be doing because that's probably not going to be super interesting. Maybe I'll throw in like horde mode or something like that. Maybe beast mode. But I won't be showing like just me running through multiplayer matches with bots, which is what I plan to do to get like my kills and my rounds and everything like that. So there will be repeat gameplay, but not the exact gameplay. And I will do my best, and I will be very cognizant of this, not to do it like back to back. Like next week, you're probably not going to see Gears of War Horde mode. Couple weeks, you might. So let me begin by going over the trophy and achievement count. I hate when it like you minimize the Xbox app on your phone and then you bring it back up and it has to kind of restart. So currently we are looking at 691,135 gamer score. Solid. That gain I believe is from maybe like 1 or 2 achievements in Little Gator game. Completion of a castle full of cats, and I've been slowly chipping away at Gears of War 3. And by slowly, I mean I've completed the campaign. That's the footage you're going to see on screen. And I am done with 1 act on Insane, I believe. I think I did the first one on Insane. Let's go over the games a little bit. Little Gator game. I think I've talked about this before. You play a little gator on an island, playing games with your buddies, and you're trying to get your sister to play games with you. And the cool thing is, you run into these kids that are playing ninjas, and you can get a headband from the ninjas. And what does the headband look like? That's right, it looks like a little Naruto headband. And what happens when your little gator wears the Naruto headband? Because normally, he kind of wobbles around like a drunk toddler. When you put that headband on, man, you throw your hands behind your back and you run. And why I bring that up is it's adorable because Sammy now imitates that. Not because he's seen Naruto, although he has played with Naruto stickers. But he's seen that, and now when we go on walks, he likes to run with his hands behind his back. Adorable. It's the cutest thing ever. Next, we have a castle full of cats. It's kind of like a Where's Waldo-esque game where you gotta find cats hidden in the environment. Very fun game. You know what? I'll go so far as to say pretty fun. Pretty fun. I enjoy it. It reminds me of Highlights magazine, if you guys know what highlights are, if you're old enough. If you're not, it's basically like Where's Waldo, baby. And the cool thing is they're not expensive. I think this game and the other games that this studio creates, I believe they're all cat themed. are, I think they're all around like $3, and part of the profits made go to animal shelters, so that's pretty cool. I'm actually gonna buy the next two. I don't remember exactly what they're called. I think one's called like Cats in London, and then the other's like a tower full of cats. I think Castle Full of Cats is the newest one, and it's technically the hardest one because it's the most cats you gotta find. Very fun game. I highly recommend it. And then, yeah, playing some Gears of War 3. No achievements gained because my only achievement left is for 100 gamer score. Oh, this feels so good. Seriously 3.0, where you gotta hit level 100, and you have to get every Onyx medal, and I think there's like 65. It's a grind. It is the definition of a grind, but you know what? I want to do it for me. All right, let's check on Sammy on the monitor. He's laying down. He's good. He's sprawled out. He's getting there. All right, next let's look at my PlayStation trophies. If you listened to the last episode, it was pretty quick, but I was able to complete Alan Wake, the remastered for PS4. My plan is to have a video guide. Nothing crazy. I think I already recorded. Did I record the audio for it? I might have. The week's been a blur, let me tell you. But I think I recorded audio for how to get around the PS4 version crashing on the Signal DLC, so look out for that at some point. I believe me and Sammy played a little bit of Slime Rancher at some point. I played a game called North, which reminds me of like a 1980. Is that the book? 1984? The George Orwell book. I have it upstairs. I have to reread it. It's a pretty cool edition of the book, but North reminds me of that a little bit. First person kind of a puzzle walking simulator game where you're in like a dystopian future. And I didn't like it so much this playthrough. I remember really liking it when I played on Xbox. So I don't know. It wasn't expensive. I honestly think it was like a couple bucks, if that. It was on the PlayStation Spring Sale, which I think is still going on for a few more days. I think it's going until the 25th for most games. And then me and my boy Gary, I decided to take Gary under my wing and showed him how to earn trophies legitimately instead of, paying for them. Gary. So we co-opted We Were Here while Sammy took a nap last Sunday. Very fun gaming experience. If you haven't played We Were Here, I think it's still on sale for like 59 cents. Very fun little puzzle game where you and your buddy are not in the same room, but you have to help your buddy solve puzzles with clues in your room and vice versa. Very, very fun experience. I did it with my buddy Christian on the Xbox a while ago, and me and him have done a few of the sequels. The sequels get a lot harder and a little more convoluted. But the first one, We Were Here, very fun game. Oh, I just realized I didn't even tell you what the trophies are at. Currently at 104 platinums, 696 gold, 920 silver, and 2176 bronze. Now that that's out of the way, let's go over some fun news stories. We're going to start light this week, and then we're going to get into some cool stuff. An Xbox gamer has claimed his Microsoft reward points to buy Bloodborne. And this comes us from the Gaming Bible. Richard Lee Breslin. Is that it? Yeah. Richard Lee Breslin. Xbox gamer uses free store credit to buy Bloodborne. Now, not as glamorous as you would think. I got in a little bit of a tizzy, and I knew this wasn't the case, but I was like, oh, is Bloodborne on, like, PC? Xbox? Sort of like Death Stranding? Or is it like, did it secretly come to Xbox? I knew that wasn't the case, because the internet would have blown up. But basically, and I'll link, as always, I will link any of the news stories that I go over down below. So what happened was, this gamer in particular used all of his Microsoft reward points. Is that what they're called? Trying to find the... So yeah, he used the Microsoft reward points to redeem a bunch of Amazon store credit, and then just bought Bloodborne for PS4. Pretty funny, pretty funny story. The gaming community's coming together. I adore Bloodborne. It's absolutely one of my favorite games of all time. If they put it on Xbox, oh boy, howdy would I rebuy that thing in an instant. It might be my favorite from software game after Dark Souls. Such a great game. If you're on Xbox, sorry, but if you're on PlayStation, my PlayStation brothers, you know what's up. Bloodborne is fantastic. So that's just a fun little story. But next, let me accept the cookies to this website. Coming to us from Video Games Chronicle, Jordan Midler. PlayStation is officially bringing trophies to the PC. They got their PC overlay working, it looks like. Ghost of Tsushima is releasing on PC shortly, and it will have, May 16th, so about a month out. And it's going to have trophy support, which is awesome. Players will sign into the PSN account and we'll be able to earn the trophies. The trophies are the same as the PS5 version, but it's not clear if the list will be treated separate, so I guess it's unclear at this point if the PS5 version and the PC version are different lists, sort of like how the PS4 version and the PS5 version are different, or, and I'd be shocked if this is the case, if it will function as like a, not smart delivery per se, but if you buy the PC version, if it will be able to like differentiate. So yeah, it's not clear right now if the trophy list will be the same trophy list that you get on PS5, but it will be the same list of trophies. So that's pretty cool. I'm not seeing anything in the article about like retroactively adding them to other PC games or PlayStation games that are on PC. So I'm hoping that's the case, because that would kind of suck. But that's nothing really, not the sucking part, but that's not really new for Sony to not retroactively add them. When they first introduced PlayStation trophies themselves, Xbox had already been doing achievements, from the start of their system, or from the start of the 360. Xbox was doing achievements. PlayStation didn't add trophies until maybe like a year or so in, when they saw that they were there's some engagement there from gamers. So games like the only one that I know for certain, Assassin's Creed, there's no trophies for it. While on the Xbox you have you have your 360 trophies. But yeah, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Days Gone, Spider-Man Remastered, those are all already on PC. So it's unclear if they'll retroactively add them. Based on Sony's track record, I don't think they will add the trophies back to those. It'd be cool, but the uses the new PlayStation overlay, the Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. It'll include your friends list, trophy settings, and your profile. So that's pretty cool. I like that they're adding that. That's awesome. I don't believe my PC is powerful enough to run those games. I mean, unfortunately, it can barely handle Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. The first Hellblade, they have it on PC. So my plan is to, at some point, complete that on the PC, because I love that game. And I've done it on PlayStation and Xbox itself. And I'm getting ready for that Hellblade 2. But yeah. Don't think I will be partaking in this unless I get a really cool PC in the future. But awesome for trophy hunters that, want to play on the PC. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally subscribed to a website. Damn you, not paying attention. Another fun side topic before we get into the main topic of the show. I've been a bad boy with sticking to my backlog, aside from Gears of War 3. I found a gift card that my work gives me for bonuses. It was basically $100. Oh. It was basically $100. And I went to the local GameStop and I got 2 gift cards, 50 to Xbox, 50 to PlayStation. And I went on a spree. And I can't remember all the games that I bought. I know I bought a handful. I want to say the Cat Castle game was one. I bought Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition. Actually, I could probably, let me find a picture of them. I bought Back 4 Blood Ultimate Edition. I enjoyed Back 4 Blood. The Ultimate Edition was $10. So, of course. Remothered Broken Porcelain was like $150. Looked like a pretty standard, scary walking simulator type game. Horror. So, figured I'd give that a shot. I bought the West of Dead Path of the Crow edition for just over $3. Pretty cool. I like the art style. It looks pretty cool. And I'm looking forward to play the game. Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition, like I said. I haven't watched the Fallout TV show, but man, it got me interested in Fallout again, which I wasn't really interested in all that much before. My buddy in college played Fallout 3 on my Xbox for like 5 seconds, got me an achievement, and so now I have Fallout 3 on there with all of the DLC. I picked it up at some point on sale too. And I did the Anchorage, Alaska DLC. I just have to play the actual game. I'll get to it at some point. I feel myself kind of being interested in Fallout for some reason. I'm not, aside from the show, I'm not too sure why. But I did buy, the Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition with all the DLCs. Then I picked up a game called The Game A Castle Full of Cats. $4 actually. My apologies. I want to say the others are $3 though. We'll get to that in a second. And then I bought a game called Shotgun King: The Final Checkmate. Apparently it's like a puzzle game where you're I don't know what, I'm guessing you're a king on a chessboard and you get a shotgun and you just blow other pieces away. Interesting concept, to be sure. And that was everything I bought on the Xbox with that monies. And then I went over to PlayStation, went on a freaking tear. Because, you get basically 2 versions, right? So I picked up, I think it's Lost in Random, and I think that had 2 versions. It's on Game Pass, but it looks pretty interesting, and I think it was like $3. Then I picked up a game called Scars Above. Again, 2 versions. Road 96 has a bundle where it's Road 96 and Road 96 Mile Zero, which is the prequel. I haven't played the prequel on my Xbox. I do own it, though. I think I bought it the day it came out. The bundle was on sale for like $10, and it's both versions of both games. So that's 4 platinums to get. And they're not hard platinums. Then I bought Grease, which came with both versions. Some of the pictures aren't too descriptive. Solitaire Conspiracy I bought for like $1. There's a game called Silence. I picked that up. Bendy and the Dark Revival. I haven't played, but I like the art style and I've heard good things about it. That was on sale, I think, for like $3. Unfortunately, I missed the sale where the original was on sale. So that's just in my wish list. And then I picked up Indigo Prophecy, because I've never played it. But, why not? It was on sale. And then a game called Screen Cheat, which is really cool. Plays into my strengths from when I was a kid. Where, if you haven't played Screen Cheat, I highly recommend it. And it's going to be the recommended game of the week. So that'll be later in the episode. Basically, you can see everyone's screen, even if you're playing online. Everyone's screen like you would in like a Halo 3 type of game, right? Back in the day when you're all playing on one screen. Except on your screen, you can't see anyone else. You have to look on the other person's screen who also can't see everyone else, and you have to figure out where they are in relation to you using your screen cheating abilities. Super fun game, plays in my strength. I'll go over more of it later. But yeah, so I was a bad boy there, and I'm about to be a bad boy again, because on Xbox, I'm about to buy some games. Don't tell my wife, please. So in my cart currently is a building full of cats. A little burp there. A building full of cats and Hidden Cats in London, which are both made by that same developer. Some proceeds go to animal shelters, helping cats get adopted. Awesome cause. I got no problem, especially if the games are this cheap, no problem forking over some money for a good cause and a fun game. And it's 2 fun games. And the other game in my cart is Fallout New Vegas. I know it's on Game Pass, but I think it's like $2.50 right now, and the deal ends in 2 days. And I'm going to buy this, and a bunch of all the DLC is on sale for like $1 a piece pretty much. So I'm going to go through, see what I need for the completion, and then maybe I'll pick up the other DLCs too. I have them all in my cart. So, I'm about to be a bad boy. I've been a bad boy. I'm going to keep being a bad boy because I have no self-control. Story of the gamer's life. Know what I'm saying? And now, onto the topic of the show. Xbox's June showcase is already looking like a game changer, according to Game Rant. or Game Rant's Dalton Cooper. Apparently there were some leaks as far as what the showcase would show, and I'm going to talk about that now. So Microsoft has confirmed that their showcase will return in June 2024. I'm still calling them like E3 showcases. Me and Sammy have actually, well, technically he slept through the first one when he was born. But ever since he's been born, me and him, we hang out in the same room and we watch the Xbox showcase. I showed him the showcase last year. He was pretty engaged with it. He seemed to like Starfield. So that's one person. JK. I was pretty interested in Starfield after that showcase. But yeah, Sammy was watching like in and out. Watching the showcase last year was pretty cool. The first year, I just put an earbud in my ear, and he was sleeping in his bassinet next to the bed in his room. Actually, speaking of Sammy, let's take a little peeky poo at him. He might be asleep. Kid's an animal. He likes to put the blanket over his head like God. Luckily, the blankets that we have for him can't really wrap around him too much. So, anyway, back to it. Yeah, we've been watching the showcases every year. It's a pretty fun little tradition I started with them. I'm hoping they continue down the road. But yeah, so the showcase is happening. It's the E3, the summer showcase. I know E3's dead, but whatever. And it's supposed to be a game changer. It doesn't have an official date. I think this I don't think is accurate anymore. I think they announced their date was going to be June 9th, which is going to be, please let it be a Sunday. It's a Sunday! That means me and Sammy can watch it. Awesome. That's the only thing. I would love to watch like the Sony showcases with them, but they're during the week while I'm at school. And, not when I'm at school, while I'm at work. So, those I can't watch with him. But the Xbox Ones, I love watching the press conferences, and it'll be fun to watch this one with him too, especially this year. He's way more engaged in video games, which is pretty funny. Anyway, I'm going to link this article as well, clearly. I'm going to go over the 4 bullet points. Those are the big things that are expected to be shown. The leaks and the rumors. First of all, Call of Duty Black Ops Gulf War, new Call of Duty. I wasn't really a big fan of any of the Black Ops. I played the first one at some point, but that was years after the fact. But I never really got into Black Ops campaigns. But, if you're interested in them, of course it's going to be shown there. They'd be crazy not to show a Call of Duty there. The next bullet point is that Call of Duty will be coming to Game Pass in some capacity. I'd be surprised if it's the newest Call of Duty, but what I really think they're going to be doing is maybe putting all the old Call of Duties on there, right? And then the new Call of Duty you got to pay for. But once the next Call of Duty comes out, then you'll see the previous year's Call of Duty end up on Game Pass. I could see them doing that, just as a way to kind of, recoup their investment. But, I feel like they could also be crazy enough to be like, look, Call of Duty, it's going to be on Game Pass. So, who knows? There's also some rumors, not so much in this article, but I have seen rumors that they're going to announce, like, the Activision backlog that's going to be coming to Game Pass. And I don't know if you guys know this. That is a lot of fucking games. My God. That's a lot of games to put on Game Pass. Who knows what it'll be. But hopefully they put some bangers on to Game Pass. And they'll do the whole, and you can download them right now. Love when they do that. I'll save the third bullet point for the last because that's my most anticipated. Fourth bullet point that they have, and the last one on the list, State of Decay 3. I really enjoy State of Decay. I haven't played 2. I played the first one, and I played the remaster that was re-released on the Xbox One. It's about time that we've seen some State of Decay 3. I think it's been in development for quite some time. So, I'm looking forward to more information on State of Decay 3. State of Decay 1, I loved that game. A lot of fun. I've heard good things about State of Decay 2, but I haven't gotten to it yet because I didn't want to get to State of Decay 2 before I finished, at this point, both the versions of the first one that I've played. So it's on my list. My list. I can't resist. It's on my list. But yeah, who knows when I'll get there because I'm trying to get through Gears 3. And speaking of Gears of War, there's rumors that Gears of War 6 will finally be shown again, and I want it so bad. There's also rumors that they're going to do the Marcus Phoenix collection. Me personally, I don't really see the reason for a Marcus Phoenix collection because you can play literally every Gears of War game on current gen hardware. You can't on PC, which I think is the only real draw to it. But on the current Xbox, I mean, you can play literally all of them. And I would just rather those resources and the time be put into either Gears of War 6, another Gears game in the Gears of War universe. I have a really cool pitch for one. Heck, I'll say it now. I'll put it on record. I would love a PT-style Gears of War game where you don't know that you're in the Gears of War games, per se. First-person horror game. Let's bring back that horror. I know a lot of people want them to. For Gears. And basically you make it like PT. You're in a house or in a building. You don't know what's going on. There's a lot of noises outside. All that crazy stuff. Things trying to break in through the walls. Etc. Etc. And you have like your PT moment at the end where you realize you're just a civilian trying to survive Emergence Day. I think that as a horror game would be so cool. The cool part would be like the reveal that it's Gears of War. That would probably have to be like a PT demo because I feel like you would want to promote something like that more heavily as being tied to Gears of War. Like, this is our Gears of War horror game. It wouldn't work as well, I think. Or maybe it would, as just like a surprise. You know what I mean? So, that could be cool. I would love that style of game. But anyway, back to Gears of War. Yeah, so I would like a new game like that in the universe. Focus on Gears of War 6, or let them make a new IP, something different. I know they're a studio dedicated to Gears, but honestly, I like that they have studios like that, but I think that would just burn people out if that's all they can do is make Gears of War. I think we've seen that with Halo, both with Bungie and probably with 343 as well, where you're the dedicated team for this. So I would like to see them be able to stretch their wings a little, and like a peacock, Captain, you gotta let me fly, and let them both work on new genres within Gears of War. Like tactics was pretty cool, I've heard, because I haven't touched that yet either. I will get to it, guys. I promise. I love Gears of War. I got a few books upstairs I gotta read. Or let them just, make something new. I think that could be cool. All right, now it's time for game recommendations. As I mentioned earlier, the recommended game is a little ditty called Screen Cheat. Like I said, you can't see your opponent on your screen. You gotta cheat and look at your buddy's screen. Figure out where they are in relation to you. The maps are colored, so that really helps you out. A lot of fun weapon variety. A lot of fun gameplay. I believe it goes up to like 8 players or something crazy. But a lot of fun. Highly recommend it. I can't wait to tackle it on the PS4. I've already done it on the Xbox, and it was a blast. You will need, I believe, 4 controllers locally to complete the game, but it's got a platinum, so that's pretty cool. I don't remember as far as that was what the guy told me that I looked up. Required 4 controllers. I guess I do remember that. But if you got any mix of like PS5, PS4 controllers, you should be good to go. Again, highly recommend it. Pick that game up as soon as you can, because I don't know how much longer it's on sale. And the upcoming game that I'm going to recommend, out in August, Star Wars Outlaws. The trailer looked pretty cool, pretty Star Wars, pretty much what we've all been asking for. I know there's a lot of controversy, and rightfully so, with Ubisoft with this Ultimate Edition, Gold Edition, me crowd going on. I think it's garbage, but just vote with your wallet. Do not, vote with your wallet, do whatever you want, but Daddy recommends you do not waste your money on the 3-day early access. We've seen this already recently where there's access and then the game just doesn't work. So you're out like an insane amount of money for this benefit. And as far as the season pass, I don't recommend that either. Mainly because we just don't know the content that's going to be in there. I can only remember one time but that's a recommended game. Where was I? Before my wife called me. Yeah, the only time that I can really remember, like from start to finish, a season pass being like really good is ironically Gears of War 3, because when they announced the season pass, I want to say it was like, from what I remember, and I could be wrong, but this is just what I remember from college. They laid out literally everything for you as far as what's in the pass, and they explained like, hey, this is what's coming out, this is what a season pass is, because I believe they were new at the time. It's like, if you buy this now, you're getting basically everything at like a 15% discount, and here's when it's coming out. And that worked for me. That was pretty good. Really enjoyed that. This season pass, I mean, with the way games industry is now, it's a very different industry than it was like a decade ago. So, yeah. But shout out to my boy Dan, just had his first kid. He's going through it. So down in the comments, if you could also just leave a nice little message for my buddy Dan, tell him he's got this and he's gonna be a good dad. Having a kid is no joke. For those of you that have one, you know. For those of you who don't, you have no idea what tired is. I had no idea I could function off 3 hours of sleep for a whole day. It's crazy. But yeah, my buddy Dan's really excited for Outlaw, so I wanted to recommend that one. Honestly, I think that's it for this episode. Oh yeah, not bad. So, I want to thank everyone for watching and sticking with the videos. It means a great deal to me that you are continuing to watch the videos, liking the videos. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about all of the stories. The Bloodborne being bought with Xbox, the PlayStation trophies on PC, which is pretty cool, and the more importantly, the Xbox showcase. Let me know what you guys all think about that stuff, if you're looking forward to any of it. Go down, give that video a like, subscribe, ring that bell if you're feeling saucy again. Share this with a game-loving friend. And what else? I'm going to try, I say this all the time, I will try to get more consistent, get more on a schedule with posting these. It's very tough with a 2-year-old, and I appreciate everyone still sticking with me. But, man, that 2-year-old, if it's not him having like 3 months straight of like an ear infection rolling into pneumonia, rolling into strep throat, to just deciding not to sleep, to just the stresses of just being married and the stress a child puts on that, stresses of work, all that stuff. If it's not that, it's something else, So again, I appreciate everyone sticking with me. Let me know down in the comments as well. I don't know. How your week's been? I mentioned a while ago about upping production as well. That's coming. I have ideas for like music. I just gotta figure out how to make it because I'm not musically inclined. But also like maybe a thumbnail design. I'm working on all that stuff. I'm gonna figure it out. It's gonna take time with the schedule and the life being what it is for now. And again, thank you all for listening, watching. Thanks for watching, everybody. And thankfully, we recorded this downstairs while no one else is home, so Sammy could sleep. Okay, bye. He's still asleep, but bye. He likes to sing Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka. Bye.